This video will make operators, math functions, and string methods super easy to understand. So first off, we're going to review the different types of operators. So I'm going to declare variable a equaling 10 and variable b equaling the value of 3. So what I want to demonstrate is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. So we're going to start off with addition, and we're going to do a plus b, and that should print 13, because the value of a equals 10, the value of b equals 3, so 10 plus 3 equals 13. Now we're going to do subtraction, a minus b, and this will equal 7, because 10 minus 3 equals 7. We're going to do multiplication next, so we're going to do a times b, and this should equal a value of 30, because 10 times 3 equals 30. We're going to do division now. So 10 divided by 3 equals 3.33 and so on. So that's exactly what it printed out here. So that is because a equals 10, b equals 3, 10 divided by 3 equals 3.33 and so on. Console.log for modulus now. So this should equal a value of 1. This is because 3 goes into 10 3 times with a remainder of 1. So this is solving for the remainder, so it printed out the value of 1. Okay, so next what I want to talk about is the addition assignment operator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to declare a variable called apples, and I'm going to give it a value of 5. So what we want to do is we want to add 3 apples to the 5. So we're going to do this. We're going to add 3 apples. So this is the same as saying apples equals apples plus 3. But this is a more concise way of doing it. So we're going to console.log apples, and this should print out the value of 8. So we have 8 apples. This is because 5 plus 3 equals 8. And it is represented in the exact same way as apples plus 3. So what we're going to do now is we're going to combine the mathematical operators that we know and the addition assignment operator, and we're going to try to solve a problem. So I'm going to put a comment here, and here's the problem. So the problem is, a movie theater sells 2 types of tickets, adult and child tickets. Each adult ticket costs $50 and each child ticket costs $25. There are 4 adults and 2 children. Write a JavaScript program that calculates the total cost of all adult tickets purchased, then adds the cost of child tickets to the total using the plus equals operator. And in the end, we want to finally print the total cost after adding both adult and child ticket purchases. So if you have an idea of how to solve this, please go ahead and give it a try. If not, I'm now going to solve it. So what we want to do first is we want to declare each variable. So we've got 4 different variables we're going to want to assign a value to. We've got the number of adults, the number of children, the cost per adult ticket, and the cost per child ticket. So let's declare these variables. So we're going to let adult tickets equal 4. Let child tickets equal 2, because we have 4 adults and 2 children. Then we're going to do adult ticket price equals 50, and let child ticket price equal 25. So this is because the price per adult ticket is $50 and the cost per child ticket is $25. So now what we want to do first is calculate the total cost of all the adult tickets purchased. So what we're going to do is we're going to let the total cost equal adult tickets multiplied by adult ticket price. So what we're going to do after this is we're going to console.log, and we're going to say total cost after adult tickets is total cost. So we're going to run this, and it's 200 because 4 multiplied by 50 equals 200. So then what we want to do is we want to calculate this with the child ticket cost now and the amount of children tickets. So we're going to add the cost of the child tickets to the total using the plus equals operator. And one little thing I want to say before we do this, so in most of my videos you saw that I was adding the value like this. This works as well, and the comma works as well. So we can do the plus or the comma. So we can add the comma at the end of the statement if the value we want is going to be at the end of the string, to add it to that string. The plus operator is more so string concatenation in the sense where you can add the value at any point in the string that you want, but this can add it at the end using the comma. So now we're going to add the cost of the children tickets. So what we're going to do is we're going to let total cost, total cost plus equals child tickets multiplied by child ticket price, and we're going to console.log total price, and we're going to do total cost. So this should output a value of 250. We're going to remove this space so it looks cleaner. So total cost after adult tickets is 200, total price is 250. So we printed out the total cost right here, and our problem is now complete. So if you solve that correctly, good job, and that's exactly how we do this. So that is using the different mathematical operators with the addition assignment operator. So now what I want to talk about are the different math functions. So we're going to discuss two today. We're going to discuss math floor and math ceil. So we'll talk about math floor first. So math floor essentially rounds a number down to the nearest integer. So let's say we have a variable called score, and it equals 7.9. And we're going to let rounded down equal math.floor, and we're going to put our variable score in here. So then we're going to console.log the rounded down. So if 7.9 is rounded down, it is going to equal 7. So we have to declare the variable, then we declare another variable that performs the math.floor function, and you place the variable that you want to be rounded down into the function, and then it will round it down for you. So it'll be 7 as the final answer. But we also have a variable called math.ceil. So what math.ceil does, so I'm going to change this, math.ceil, instead of rounding it down, it rounds it up. So I will replace this here, ceil, and we're going to run this. And this will equal 8, because instead of rounding down, it rounds the integer value up. So that is those are the two different math functions for rounding number values. So the last thing I want to talk about today is the string method concat. So we talked about concatenation in a previous video, and this is a string method to concatenate a string properly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to declare two variables here, one called street, which equals 123 Maple Street, and then let city equal Springfield. So what we want to do is we want to combine these two into one string. So what we're going to do is we're going to let full address equal the street value. So we want to start with street, that means. And we're going to do dot concat brackets. And we're going to put a comma here. So this basically means we're going to do the street with a comma in between and then the city name after. So it should say 123 Maple Street, comma, Springfield. That should be the answer. So we're going to console.log this. We're going to console.log full address because we want to take the full address here and print it. So it should equal 123 Maple Street, Springfield. And if we added a space here, for example, it would give us space here. So 123 Maple Street, Springfield. So it takes the street value and then it adds a comma with a space and then it will add the city after, and then we can print out the full address. So that is a different way to do concatenation or use concatenation in JavaScript. So this concludes the video for today. We discussed the different math operators, math functions, and we introduced the new string method. So if you learned something new, please like and subscribe. Thank you.